Coming up on the Big Ten Women's Sports Report, fueled by Gatorade. Florida is always nice this time of year, and the Huskers and Badgers are going down south to the Final Four. Plus, on the hardwood, Jazz Shelley does it all, and Caitlin Clark puts on a show for the GOAT as both continue to etch their names into the record books. And say hello to conference play, everyone. Big Ten basketball is back, and there's no shortage of jaw-dropping plays. Ready or not, the show starts now.
Soaring out of the back row, Nebraska back to the semifinals.
Oregon is moving on to the regional final, sweeping Purdue.
I'm going to walk out of here thinking about what a great season we have with a young team.
Wisconsin knock off Penn State in 4 sets.
Tough season, but these guys did some great things, and I'm proud of who they are.
Sarah Franklin with a career match. Wisconsin, a national semifinalist for the 6th time.
The Gophers easily dispatched Utah State in the first round in straight sets. From there, they took on number 3 Creighton with a chance to advance to the Sweet 16 for the 21st time. Unfortunately for Kylie Murr and Minnesota, the Blue Jays ended their season in straight sets. As the 3 seed, Purdue got to host its first 2 rounds at Holloway. After bouncing Fairfield and a tough Marquette squad, they traveled to Madison to take on future Big Ten opponent Oregon. The Ducks got Purdue out of system early, jumping out to a 2-set lead. The young Boilers battled back in a wild third, but ultimately fell in straight sets.
I love this team, and I appreciate this team so much for everything they did this year, to fight and compete and make everything just as enjoyable as it was. And it's hard when you get beat and you absolutely get hammered like we did tonight to come out of here feeling very good. But with the season that we had and the wins that we had that people didn't think that we were going to get, and some of the first-time wins that we had this season was pretty remarkable. So when I walk out of here, I'm not going to be thinking about the loss to Oregon. I'm going to walk out of here thinking about what a great season we had with a young team and the fact that we probably have as many players returning as anybody in the country.
In their 43rd tournament appearance, Penn State had to go on the road to Lawrence, Kansas, where they first downed Yale before battling the Jayhawks in the second round. Thanks to a huge ace by Maddie Belinovic in the 5th, the Lions were awarded a trip to Madison to take on the Badgers. Despite having beaten Wisconsin earlier in the season, they lost in 4 sets.
I think when Big Ten season ends and it's tournament time, it's a whole different season for us. So, I mean, we knew this was going to be a dogfight, and, it's a great atmosphere, and, it's what college volleyball is about. I wish it was at Rec Hall, but it was a great atmosphere for these girls to finish their careers in here, and I think they'll remember this. And again, I'm grateful for the support of the people that came from Penn State, and we're lucky to have them.
Wisconsin has been laser focused on getting back to the Final Four for the second time since 2021, and as a number 1 seed hosting at the Fieldhouse, they did just that. Sweeping their first 2 opponents, they got revenge on a Penn State squad who beat them back in Happy Valley with a convincing 4-set Sweet 16 victory. From there, in the regional final, they sent a message to future Big Ten member Oregon with a 4-set win that let the Ducks know one thing: the Badgers play for keeps.
I'm just excited to be here. This is a dream come true, I think, for a lot of people. And to be able to be put in this opportunity with all of these girls, it's beyond words, honestly.
I'm so proud of everybody, and it just feels so great to get the people there like Sarah, like Temi, who have never been in a position like this, to just experience what it's like to be in a Final Four and to hopefully make it all the way, because we're still climbing up. We haven't reached our best volleyball, so we're on our way up.
Yeah, I think almost about half of our team has never been to a Final Four or anything like that. So I'm more so just stoked that they get to experience that, and their first time like it was my freshman year, and I mean, like Kelly said, we trained 364 days out of the year for this one, and we got more to do.
As the #1 overall seed, the expectations are for the Huskers to end up in Tampa, and that's where they are. Nebraska made quick work of their first 3 opponents, sweeping them all to set up a showdown with 3rd-seeded Arkansas in the regional final. Overcoming a slow start in the first set, the Huskers roared back behind a raucous home crowd. Showcasing their full arsenal for one last time in the Devaney, Nebraska advanced to their 17th Final Four in 4 sets.
I'm still kind of in shock, to be honest with you. It's like, I mean, last time we were there was 2021, and, you know, I don't think we were expected to be there. This year there was a lot of pressure on us because we've been ranked #1.
It's unbelievable coming in freshman year and making it this far. I think we all knew that we had the capability to do it, and we all had the belief that we could. I just don't know if we really knew that it would actually happen, and now that it's here, it's just so awesome that I get to be part of it.
It's really special, and I'm just so proud of this team for all that we've done this year, and we've worked really, really hard to be in this position on and off the court with the culture and relationships and all that stuff. And so I'm just really, really proud of us, and it's really cool to see it all start to pay off.
And so with their tickets punched to Tampa, the Big Ten has multiple teams in the Final Four for the 9th time since 2012. Both the Huskers and Badgers finish with an undefeated record at home. Nebraska is back in the Final Four for the 17th time and the 6th time in the last 9 seasons. For Wisconsin, it's their 6th trip to the national semis. Still to come, Jazz Shelley was as smooth as ever against the Seahawks as she secured her 2nd career triple-double. And the stars always show out when Caitlin Clark and the Hawks take the court. We head to the Hawkeye State where history continues to be made. Plus, C. Vivian Stringer is a basketball icon whose impact on the game continues to be felt to this day. And she just received another major honor after the break. The Big Ten Women's Sports Report is fueled by Gatorade. Gatorade, fuel tomorrow.
Welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Should be a good one, Camden. That's Shelley. Floater. Got it. Down in Markowski. Spin. Hook shot off the glass. Alexis Markowski, that's her bread and butter. On for 3. Yes. 2 seconds left. Done from half court. And that makes it a 15-point Georgia Tech lead. Hearing right now. Pass to Shelley. 4-3. Chaz Shelley putting a little life into the Huskers. And the Huskers have cut it to 6. Arrows down. Hook shot and 1. Alexis Markowski. Shelley. 4-3. You bet. Chaz Shelley gives the Huskers a 1-point lead, and the Huskers have completely grabbed momentum. Five seconds left on the shot clock. Shelley cuts in. Natalie Potts. 4-3. Count it! Natalie Potts. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Got to get something here. Shelley just heaves it up, and it's in! Chaz Shelley! And it's just been one of those days for this Nebraska offense. All smiles as the Huskers walk away with their 6th victory of the season, 2nd in a row in this 3-game homestand, and 1st over a Power 5 opponent.
After an entertaining comeback win against Georgia Tech, the Huskers followed it up with a historical performance against UNC Wilmington. Nebraska dropped 108 en route to an absolute clinical beatdown of the Seahawks. The 73-point win was the largest in team history over a D1 squad, and none of it would have been possible without Jazz Shelley.
Passes home a three, just doing it all for the Huskers, having a ball out there. Jazz Shelley has a triple-double.
When Iowa is playing, it's one of the hottest tickets in town, as Hall of Famer Sue Bird and Emmy winner Jason Sudeikis witnessed. There was plenty of reason to celebrate as Caitlin Clark recorded her 47th career double-double. Against their in-state rival, Iowa came away with the win and some more history. Clark's 35 points put her over 3,000 in her career, becoming the first Hawk ever to accomplish that feat. Not only was Caitlin Clark the first Iowa player to eclipse 3,000 career points, but she's now on a list all by herself. She is the only Division I player ever with 3,000 points, 750 rebounds, and 750 assists, a household name who just continues to dazzle. Saturday, the Hawkeyes take over the state capitol in Des Moines. 15 minutes from where Caitlin Clark grew up, the Black and Gold will take on Cleveland State in the Hy-Vee Hawkeye Showcase, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Former Iowa, Rutgers, and basketball icon C. Vivian Stringer was just named the 2024 Naismith Outstanding Contributor to Women's Basketball award winner. The Hall of Famer joins Bill Walton to be honored for a lifetime of contributions to the game. Still to come, it's finally time for conference play in Big Ten country. We take a look at the opening weekend to kick off the race to crown a champion. And 'tis the season for giving, and on the ice, the Bucks, Badgers, and Gophers were dishing up plenty of scoring. Saturday saw the beginning of Big Ten play as the Huskers traveled to East Lansing for the first conference game of the hoop season. Behind Alexis Markowski's 5th consecutive double-double, Big Red left East Lansing with the win. In Piscataway, the Scarlet Knights weren't intimidated by the Hoosiers' high ranking in a close back-and-forth game. However, Mackenzie Holmes showed why she's an All-American as she led IU to their 7th straight Big Ten opener win. The Terps won their 600th home game, but they had to work for it. A halftime buzzer beater by Cheyenne Sellers helped give Maryland momentum to blitz the Cats 20-6 in the third while holding on for the win. An early top 25 showdown in Columbus lived up to its billing and needed overtime to determine a winner between PSU and OSU. McKenna Marisa had 28 for the Lady Lions, but J.C. Shelton's 31 helped give the Bucks the dub. Purdue went on the road and shot lights out from deep, but turnovers proved their downfall. Amaya Battle came up with a massive steal in the waning seconds of a tie game, then hit the game-winning free throws to give the Gophers a 60-58 win. The fans were lined up hours before tip in Madison to see Caitlin Clark for the first sellout in 21 years in Wisconsin, and the GOAT did not disappoint. Her and Hannah Stolke helped lead the Hawks to their 28th straight series win. Michigan sent a statement with a massive 36-point road victory in Champaign. Behind a stifling defense and 13 made threes, the Maize and Blue left the Illini speechless before heading back to Ann Arbor 1-0 in Big Ten play. Sunday, it's a battle for bragging rights between border state rivals on BTN. At 4 Eastern, catch Adelia McKenzie as she leads the Illini into battle against Missouri, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
She's able to finish. What a swing.
My goodness, Mackenzie.
Last season was great. It was really exciting to see how much work and dedication can get you.
Adelia McKenzie, where did she come from?
Coach Green, she had a vision to turn the program around. That was my vision for the school too.
I just felt an instant connection, like I had known her way longer than the 5 minutes I had known her. In that first meeting, she was very adamant that she wanted to win, and she wanted to win big. On the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to win a game right now. And from that moment, I'm like, this kid is special.
I asked a lot of different questions, and I was just like, are we gonna run a while?
Here we go! Let's go, Hassa! I'm like, okay, wait, maybe all these other things, maybe she doesn't understand this. Yeah, we're gonna run. All of her teammates were dying laughing.
I chose to stay because I came to Illinois for a reason, to be a part of that program that can be built up and that potential.
And the crowd goes wild as the Illini hit 100.
When we started winning games, it was mind-blowing, honestly, because I didn't think that we were gonna make that growth so fast. It's only up from here. We have so much more to do.
The Illini defeat the 12th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes.
She's worked really, really hard on her game this offseason to try to expand her range.
I like to win in every aspect of my life. Everything that I do, I want to be my best.
She's just a little bundle of energy, and I love it. Like, she just brings kind of this like happiness and this competitiveness to the court that I haven't seen in a lot of players.
Sometimes things can get really tense and you can become too serious, but she's very lighthearted, and that allows us to just be able to vibe.
Yes! Now that was a strong one. That was a strong one. There's never a day where she is not dancing. There's a new TikTok trend, Dow's on it. There's a dance from a music video, Dow's on it. Recruits gotta dance, Dow's on it.
We have a little tradition where it's a dance circle right before we go out, and she does her little dance in the middle, and we hyping her up.
It's bigger than basketball for me, and I just want to leave my mark in a way where people remember my character and my integrity and my love.
Still craving some conference play? Be sure to mark your calendar for a Big Ten Hoops triple header on December 30th. First, Caitlin Clark and the Hawks host Minnesota at 2. Then, the Spartans go to Happy Valley, and at 6, the Badgers travel to Mackey. Big Ten basketball only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Still to come, we go on the ice with the top-ranked team in the land and take a look at what makes the Buckeyes so good. The Big Ten Women's Sports Report is fueled by Gatorade. Gatorade, fuel tomorrow.
Let's get after it. Yeah. Do you have anything to tell the viewers? He's the funniest person I know. I totally agree with that statement. No, I just think you guys are wrong. Is there more strands of hair in the world or more blades of grass?
More pieces of grass.
That's what I said.
You're always right.
Thank you. Be nice to like get the puck, you know? Yes, chef. Heard chef on the pass, chef. Slight problem. I don't know how to skate backwards. Like, I literally look like PK Subban. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Chest snipe. Ah! Good job, good job. So nice out. Must be that global warming. No, I'm not a huge starter person. Hey, always have to look good. You never know who's watching. That goal makes it on your mic up.
do it better. I only have a couple good goals in my life. That was one of them. I feel honored, not gonna lie, I feel honored. Yeah, you should. Down 5. Now we need 6 goals. This is like literally demoralizing my soul right now. Alanine. C, glutamine. Gotta get these amino acids down. This girl doesn't stop, even on the ice. I feel like I was moving through cement. Scale of 1 to 10, describe how dead your legs were at the end of that one. I'm 11. Good number. I've never felt or looked like that.
After dropping their first home game all season against St. Cloud State, OSU responded in Game 2 with a convincing 6-2 win at OSU Ice Rink. Then they welcomed Minnesota State, where their offense was in fine working order. At Pagula, the Nittany Lions split a pair with number 13 Yale. PSU used 2 goals in the third Friday to get the win after trailing 2-0 in the second. Up north in the Border War, it was a draw as number 2 Minnesota took Game 1 with a 5-3 victory. And then the Badgers turned the tables in Game 2 with a 5-1 victory of their own. After a wild weekend on the ice, the latest USCHO rankings still show Big Ten country is where the best of the best play. Despite all taking an L over the last few games, the Bucks, Gophers, and Badgers are up at the top of the rankings. Back to volleyball, the Huskers defense was dominant against Georgia Tech in the Sweet 16 as they outblocked the Yellow Jackets 11-2. However, as Allie Batenhorst shows us, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Oh my gosh, that hit me smack in the face. Like seriously, I didn't even know I blocked it. I literally like looked up and I was like, did I block that?
Are you okay, first and foremost?
You know, after a few plays, I was good. I was a little woozy for a little bit, but oh my gosh, that's so funny. It went right between my blood. I don't know.
Did the net even get a little bit of it, or just?
No, like seriously, just boom. I was very surprised when we got the point. I look all for
Be sure to follow us on our social media channels as we keep you updated on everything happening from the mat, track, rink, pitch, pool, diamond, and hardwood in the Big Ten. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later.